What's going on?
We're packing. I'm overpacking.
Oh no, not again.
Not again. You know what? I don't have to take any kids with me, and if it fits, I can take it.
Well, here we go. It's the first trip working with the send, and honestly, it just feels a little bit surreal. Getting ready to leave cold and wet, wintry Montana to jump on a plane and head over to California. And so, yeah, we're pretty excited, feeling pretty good. Loving our new home airport already. First time flying out of our new home airport. Glacier doesn't disappoint. It's beautiful. I think they just opened it up. This new one, like this year, right?
It's bougie.
It's a little bougie. Looks like a lodge.
I was gonna say it's giving lodge. We're leaving snowy, wet weather back to California. 60s, high 60s, low 70s.
Right, well, we made it to beautiful Costa Mesa, California. Got in at like 10 o'clock probably to our hotel room last night. Smashed some in and out because I think that's what you're supposed to do when you no longer live in California and you come back. Yeah, you smash some in and out, and so that was awesome. But yeah, we are super pumped for this week. We haven't done a video update like in years probably. Obviously we were on sabbatical for a year of that, but jumping back in, give you guys a little bit more content to interact with, and we want to maybe just show just a little bit of a behind the scenes of what's going on with the Send Activated Church, everything we're a part of on that arena of the world of mobilization. And yeah, we have a super awesome event planned, a workshop planned for pastors that are coming from all over down here in Southern California. So we just flew in, and today is day one of that. So super pumped, ready for it. This hotel coffee game is not awesome. So we are going to go to one of our favorite coffee shops here in Costa Mesa called Moon Goat. Pretty sick place, really good coffee. I think they roast their own here.
To be fair to the Travelodge, I've never had...
It looks like you got a black eye.
Oh no.
You need to go back to the room.
Oh, mascara. I'll do it in the car.
Anyways.
I've never had hotel coffee that's good no matter how fancy the
Well, the Travelodge coffee is not going to be awesome. We can already tell. I don't know. What do you do with these things? You just push a button.
This man, when we go on anywhere, any trip to a place where we've already been, is determined to find all of the places we were there last time by memory. And he does it every time.
Because that's how it used to be for thousands and thousands of years until the invention of GPS. Like,
it's true.
When I started driving, we did not have GPS. And so I had to have a California road map in my car, and at 18 years old would drive like this, holding a road map. And that was legal, kids.
Well, we didn't come all the way to California for just a really good cup of coffee. We're actually here on mission and with an assignment, and that is to help run the Activated Church, which is a 2-day intensive leadership development program. And if we're just being honest with ourselves, leading this generation requires a different kind of posture. That's why we are teaching about the 5 shifts in this workshop, that there's 5 core changes that we believe that every pastor and leader needs to make, and that those shifts are that the future is missional, that the future is youth, that the future is global, that the future is spirit and truth, and that the future is discipleship and mentoring.
This will encourage you in America. Most of you have seen this, and this kind of sets the backdrop of the Activated Church, and this is what we've been contending for as the Send. You would know in America that the church growth movement in the late 80s was the end of the growth of Christianity in America. In other words, we have been in continuous decline since 88 or 89 in America. For the first time in 2021, the decline in America stopped, which is not like really great news. It's just like less bad news, right? And then the miraculous began to take place. And most people would be in total disbelief that this is real. That percentage rose to 59% in 2023, 62% in 2024, 66% in 2025.
But to make a disciple where someone sees your life and knows your life and says, wow, I'm going to follow his example.
We have a couple of our best that are going to coach through this data. Sam Chang, I don't see Sam over here. Sam Chang is our USA Outcomes Director, and then Joy Nielsen, who's been in ministry and in church planting for over 20 years. These two are the coaches for this first cohort.
We do believe the future is youth, that there is a greater focus for the church at Broad to put on young people, not just to be a periphery, kind of a youth pastor and forget it type of model, but it's something that the whole church needs to be engaged and focused on.
Oh, the future is global. Do I have an amen in here? Where is Jesus if he was willing to go, hey, I love your conferences, I love your worship times, but I had to leave because there was one lost sheep who had no access to worship, no access to a conference, and no access to the gospel.
Being in these rooms and worshiping with our tribe and hearing these pastors make real commitments to shift their culture, it was honestly just powerful. You could really feel the faith just rising up, and you could sense that hunger to become missional communities again. And not just big gatherings, but churches that actually go from their local communities into the nations. And moments like this just really remind Joy and I that this is why we do what we do, why we still say yes, and why we're giving our lives to mobilization, discipleship, and global missions. And then, just like that, we're back at LAX.
Turn right, then take the first left.
Dropping off the rental car, catching our flight home. It's just funny how quickly these things start and end.
Bye, California.
Bye.
1 minute you're in a room full of pastors contending for their cities, and the next you're just back on a plane headed for Montana. We're just excited for what the future holds and working with the Send and global mobilization and just seeing as many people activated into their missional calling. And so I guess you can really say that I don't like ending things without a challenge, and that's going to be no different for this video. Don't wait for the perfect moment to step into what God's calling you to do. Just move with him, and even a small step matters. That's it for this one, and until the next trip, we'll catch you guys later.
Middle seat.
Little seat, little person.